All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So first off, I hope you had a great Christmas, a great holiday weekend. I know me personally, it was super, super cool. But what was even cooler was watching the Green Bay Packers beat the Miami Dolphins. Okay, in the day prior, watching the Bengals take down the New England Patriots. The Jets are still in this thing. Yes, it has been these past 2 weeks. I can't even dive into it because it just drives me up a wall. Like against the Lions, against the Jaguars, O-line play, quarterback play call. Clock management. I can't even think about it. But as bad as it's been, as bad as December, the 4-game losing streak has been, the Jets have still got a chance here. Okay. This is huge. I mean, the Patriots, the Dolphins, this thing is wide open. Now, it is looking like the Chargers will secure one of those spots. It's also looking like the other spot is going to either the Baltimore Ravens or the Cincinnati Bengals. Depends on how these next 2 weeks pan out. So there's realistically one more seat at the table. And when we take a look at the Jets, Dolphins, and Patriots remaining schedules, the Jets are obviously in Seattle next week, and then the week after at Miami Dolphins. The Patriots are at home this week against the Dolphins, and then at Buffalo Bills in the final week. Miami Dolphins at New England, and then at home against the New York Jets. Now, what's really interesting about this whole dynamic, right, within the AFC East and this final, like how it relates to the final wild card spot, the tiebreakers mean so much. The tiebreakers mean so much, and currently, the Patriots have the tiebreaker over the Jets. The Jets have the tiebreaker over the Dolphins. Of course, there's still one more game left to be played, so that's still up in the air. We're going to talk about it, but the Jets own that tiebreaker. But then Miami is a game ahead of both the Pats and the Jets. So, in other words, if the Patriots and the Jets finish with the same record, the Patriots would mathematically be ahead of the Jets. Now, if we flip it and compare the Jets to the Dolphins, here's where things really start to look up. If both teams finish with the same record, the Jets would be the ones advancing. They own the tiebreaker. In other words, if the Jets go 2-0, they win out, and the Patriots lose one time, whether it's against the Miami Dolphins this week or the Buffalo Bills in the final week of the season, that game could be interesting because I'm not 100% sure if the Bills would rest starters. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't happen. We'll see how it plays out. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But just something to watch there. But the facts remain the same. If the Jets go 2-0, and the Pats lose at least once, the Jets are in the playoffs. Now, there is one other unlikely scenario, but I do want to throw it in there because we've seen some crazy stuff happen. The Jets can lose against the Seahawks this week, and they could still make it in. I know it sounds crazy, but they could still make it in as an 8-9 football team. If the Jets lose to the Seahawks, they would have to beat the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins would have to lose out, so go 0-2, losing to the Patriots, and then of course again the Jets in the last week of the season, and the LA Chargers need to lose out. Okay, the Jets fans, we have got to be rooting against the Chargers tonight against the Colts and the remaining games. Okay, now I do want to say it's unlikely because the Chargers have an extremely easy stretch of games. They got the, again, Colts tonight, Rams after that, and then the Denver Broncos. So 3 bottom teams in the NFL this season. Very slim chance that they would lose out, but it's still a possibility. It's still a road to the playoffs. But again, that first one, if the Jets just win out, they handle business, and the Pats lose at least one time, we're solid, and I cannot wait to see what happens. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it, and as always, go Jets.